Bly Manor is not scary, but is it perfectly splendid? So you all remember that very successful Netflix show from last year called The Haunting of Hill House. It was really successful. A lot of people really enjoyed the show, and here we are, 2020, and we have a season 2. I just finished it and I want to talk about it. This video is probably gonna be a little short, but it's because I don't really have many things to say, but I still wanted to make a video about it so I can just let it out of my system. So hi, my name is Sophia. How are you? Subscribe to my channel if you want to see me ranting or reviewing movies, shows. That's what I like to do. So if that's something that you enjoy, maybe you want to consider to subscribe. And also follow me on my social media. So The Haunting of Bly Manor, which is the second season of The Haunting of Hill House, is about this woman. She is hired by a man to take care of his niece and nephew after they fall into his care. When she arrives at the Bly Manor estate, whatever, she begins to see appearances that proceed to haunt the place, the premises. There we go. The good thing about this is that you don't really need to see The Haunting of Hill House to understand what is happening in Bly Manor. It's just like American Horror Story or like Black Mirror. You don't have to watch the previous seasons to understand what is happening. Like, you can just skip Hill House and watch Bly Manor. The two seasons have nothing in common. There's no connection between them except for the aesthetic, the vibes, and the actors. Just like American Horror Story, basically. On Twitter, a lot of people have been very vocal about their thoughts on Bly Manor, and especially because The Haunting of Hill House was so big, so many people enjoy that show, that there's a lot of expectations from people. The bar is kind of high for Bly Manor. According to a lot of people, it didn't really reach that standard. I'm gonna be honest, I watched The Haunting of Hill House last year when it came out and I didn't really enjoy it. I'm not even sure that I watched it to the end because it's a horror show and I'm a little chicken, I'm a pussy. I do not enjoy watching scary things. I get scared really easily, so obviously I didn't really enjoy The Haunting of Hill House, even though I know that it's a good show. Going off of that, I didn't really want to watch The Haunting of Bly Manor because I thought it was going to be the exact same, just like everybody, you know. If you watch Haunting of Hill House, you probably expected Bly Manor to be just like that or better, but you expected the same amount of horror and terror and scariness that you had in Haunting of Hill House. Bly Manor is not like that at all. The creators of the show described Bly Manor more of a gothic romance, gothic love story. It's not the same genre as Hill House, so it obviously have a different vibes that maybe not a lot of people are gonna enjoy that. I feel like, in my perspective, I enjoy Bly Manor more than Haunting of Hill House. I do want to rewatch Hill House to kind of see it again, even though I don't know if I prepare for that. Some people were really disappointed because they thought it was really boring. The beginning is kind of slow for them to settle what is going to happen later on. It's kind of slow that it can really seem kind of boring, especially, again, like, I feel like it's not really fair to compare Hill House to Bly Manor, just like it's not really fair to compare American Horror Story, Coven to Murder House or Hotel, because they're all so different and have different tones. It's not really fair. Some are more scary, some are more mystery, suspense. So I don't think it's fair to compare Bly Manor and Hill House. But obviously it's gonna happen. We expect Bly Manor to be just as good as Hill House. I think it was a beautiful story. It's kind of like it's a ghost story, but in reality it's more like a love story, and I think was quite beautiful. The season is really confusing. You have to pay a lot of attention to detail and to everything that is happening, otherwise you're not going to understand anything. And I didn't like that. I'm a very confusing human being. I'm always confused. I never know what is happening because I have a very little attention span. And the show going really slow that I have to pay so much attention, it's not processing over here. So I didn't like that about it. Even though I didn't know what was happening, I didn't feel lost. Not like when I watched Dark. When I watched Dark, I felt lost all the time because I didn't understand anything. And it was so confusing. But this one didn't feel like that. Maybe because, I mean, it's just one season, so it's like okay with me. And obviously I enjoyed it better than Haunting of Hill House because, again, I don't like scary stuff. I like suspense and thriller, but I don't really like just right off jump scares and stuff. And just when you think that there was a jump scare, there wasn't. The ghost with like the goggles, whatever, like it did scare me a few times, but it wasn't because it was scary. It was just like the music and stuff. If you want to watch it, you need to understand that it's not scary. It's not like the Haunting of Hill House. It's just a completely different tone. Let's go over a little bit with the cast. I'm just gonna say this. At the beginning, when I saw Danny, I thought that was Amber Heard, and I was ready to like get another reason to cancel Netflix because I cannot stand Amber Heard. I don't think I need to explain why. And then I realized that it's not her. It's the girl from You, the wolf girl. What was her name? I think it was Love, was it? That wolf scene reference is gonna haunt me till the ends of my times. And the girl who continuously says perfectly splendid. She's also the voice of Peppa Pig. Thank you, Twitter, for letting me know. I didn't know that, actually. So full credit to whoever said that on Twitter. Overall, I really think Bly Manor was good. Not the greatest, but it's just different. I feel like the reason why so many people didn't enjoy it was because they expected the same thing, tone, and just the same horror has House Hill, and they didn't get that. So I don't know, I didn't hate it. I don't think it was perfectly splendid, but it was enjoyable. I wish that in the beginning, when they were like setting the storyline and how everything was gonna go, like I wish that it would have been faster. Like they didn't have, like I wish they didn't spend as much time on just building up everything. But other than that, it wasn't disappointing to me. So I think that's it for this video. I'm sorry that it's kind of short. I don't really have much to say about it. So I hope you guys still enjoyed it. Let me know down below your thoughts about the show. If you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, let me know. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me and like the video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!